Hi there, this is Ryan, and I'd like to share with you an unboxing of Das Boot. This is a premium edition from the retailer Magnificent from China. This is their first premium edition release, and Das Boot is probably my favorite 3.5 hour long World War II German U-boat film. When I think about it, claustrophobia is what I think of. I can remember the first time I saw it feeling claustrophobic with all these men inside this tiny U-boat underwater with depth charges going off around them. The only other time I can think of feeling that way was in Kill Bill when she gets buried alive. Fantastic film. I look forward to revisiting it again soon. This is a very different premium release than what I'm used to in terms of other retailers. This box is massive. Just to show a sense of scale, this is an iPhone 11, not the Max, just the regular size. So you can see how large this is. And so I want to show you what's inside and a couple little issues I found with it. And so here we go. This is the front, and we got a lenticular image of the U-boat here. And then on the back, just real simple here, we've got kind of a logo. Mag is the short for Magnificent. And what I noticed here is there's a T missing at the end of their name. So not so great to misspell your company name, but I know it's supposed to be Magnificent with the T because there's labeling inside that has the T included. So I think that's a typo there. And then we've got the release number. So this is number 16 of 205. 205 is interesting. I assume that's correct and not supposed to be 250, but it seems a little odd to have 205. Just a minor complaint. I'd like it if this sticker had been a little more centered and straight across. It's kind of angled. I don't know if you can tell based on how I'm holding it here, but it's not perfectly lined up. So that's, nitpicky thing, but I appreciate the detail in all of these things. And so that would have been nice to have that put on there a little more carefully, I guess. The box has a really cool texture to it. I don't really know how you would describe that, but it's very smooth. And then this is magnetically attached here at the bottom. So this flips open, and then that reveals the lenticular image here. We got this little ribbon we can pull up and then remove that. And this, this comes out on its own. So that's kind of cool. And then a couple of extras that came in here. We have a sticker. Here's proof that there should be a T at the end of Magnificent. And then this sticker here, again, with the T. This came on the outside of the packaging, and I took it off and kept it because I like the look of that. I don't quite know what BBM is, but this is kind of like the release number, so BBM 1. I don't know if this is another retailer that they worked with in China, perhaps. But that's kind of how it's labeled. And then this sticker goes as a replacement for what we'll look at in a minute, which is this back here. So let me put all these back in. I'll move this out of the way, and then we'll see what's underneath. So we got two versions. We've got what's called the official version and then the artist version. Let's take a look at the official version first. So this is nicely set down inside of this foam insert. So we've got foam all around in here inside with these different slots for those. And then this is the official version. So again, another little nitpicky thing. If I were to put this on its own on my shelf, spine out, as you normally would, this reads the opposite direction of Das Boot. So that bothers me a little bit, to be honest. We've got this quarter slip. We've got some Chinese writing here, again here, and then some information here on the back. This is the director's cut, 208-minute director's cut that's included in this release. This is cool. We've got this hole, so kind of like the submarine hatch. And then this slides out. Oh yeah, I've got to take the slip off. It's very tight, as is typical of these things. And then we've got all kinds of stuff falling out here. All right, so this is like a media book. Not a steel book. Cardboard kind of media book. I would say that the quality of this, I know that these are frame grabs, I guess, from the film, but there's probably a better quality image they could have grabbed, but that's fine. I mean, it's fine. Here's another here. Let me slide these out of the way for a moment. So we've got 2 discs. I'll pop those both out and we can see the full image back behind them. I think that's a scene from near the beginning after they launch. And then inside of this media book or digibook, we've got a lenticular magnet. I'm not going to take it out because there's nothing else in this besides the magnet. What I'm not quite sure about is what to do with the magnet. I guess it's something I could attach to something else. A lot of times you get like a lenticular magnet extra with the steelbook so that you could replace the cover. But there is no steelbook in this release. It's the media book or digibook, not a steelbook. And so got that magnet. I like these a lot. These are postcards, and I like the format of these, the dimensions of them, and this is probably my favorite shot here of these. That one's also good. And then on the back, it is kind of a postcard format. And this is their emblem that's on the outside of their U-boat. So those are included here in this set. I'll put those aside, and then we'll look at the artist version. This is quite a bit thicker than the other. So you can see even the hole here is deeper for it. So we've got their emblem again on the outside. I really like this a lot. I'm more a fan of more stylized artwork, and this very much is that. Of course, that's a personal preference. We could all feel differently about those things. Here at the bottom, we got the sticker again, 205. No branding on that, just the black. Again, we've got this going the opposite direction of the title. And then we got a lenticular on the back. And that's all that's on the outside here. This is interesting. First time I've seen something like this. We've got basically a filler for putting the media book in this case. So basically this is a separate case that can be used for the main release if you want to swap out the sleeve. So there is no discs in here. There's no separate media book or digibook or steel book or anything like that. So basically we've got this piece of foam that holds the space where the media book would go. And then in addition to that, we've got this folder, which I appreciate that here we've got English on this side. And then there's Chinese. No, that's not right. There's English on both sides. And then this is kind of cool. We've got this badge of the emblem on the inside. And it's got the number of the release on the back. And then a picture book. It appears that we've got first original images from the war. Perhaps these are some of the things that the filmmakers used. And then about halfway through, we get to images from the film itself, similar to what we saw with the postcards. No stories or writing of any kind inside of that, just pictures. So that is what is included in the artist version. I think if I were to display this outside of the whole large box, I would use this version. I would put the media book inside of this version. I like the style and design of that quite a bit. And then finally, we've got a blueprint. I'll move this out of the way. I've actually yet to look at the blueprint. I've scored the seal here with an X-Acto knife, and that's, I guess, the reason they gave us the uncut sticker to have as a replacement if we wanted to put it back on. So anyway, I can just slide this open, and then we'll take a look at what's in here. This paper is super thin, so I guess it's kind of consistent with what a blueprint paper would be. And it is very much a blueprint of the ship. So it doesn't appear to be any kind of branding or anything that would indicate it is for the film. So that's interesting. So that's pretty unique in terms of the offering in this set. And I think that's probably one of the things that I take away the most from what's offered here, is that what Magnificent has done, at least with this release, is some things that are quite unique in comparison to the norm. Some of those things I like, and some I'm not crazy about, but they're, overall I am quite happy with the release. The box is honestly larger than I would necessarily want it to be, but that's fine. I'll find a place to put it. Steelbook would be nice if this had a steelbook inside. I don't mind the media books at all, but maybe one for both would have been nice. But otherwise, I think the quality is fairly on par with what I found with other premium manufacturers. The issue with the sticker on the outside of the box and then the typo of their company name would be, a couple of minor disappointments. And then the decision of how to place this on the spine, facing the way that it faces, would be the other. But otherwise, that's really the only nitpicky stuff. I feel fortunate to have one of only 205 editions of this. So so I hope that's been entertaining and interesting to you. Appreciate you watching, and I hope to come back with some more later. Thank you.